This is the Lockpicker 1969, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the next episode of Interview with a Lockpicker. Today's guest is 108 Cam. Say hi.
Hi.
So, how and when did you get into locksport?
Well, it first started back in 2006 when I got a plastic padlock to win a KFC kids meal. But I really started like the whole picking thing in 2023.
Okay. So, who were some of your first influences on YouTube that helped you kind of learn and get to where you are now?
Um, well, Bosnian Bill and Lockpicking Lawyer.
Okay.
And then further down the line, I found Lock Noob, Keyless Entry, Helpful Lockpickers, and a few others.
Okay. So, what would you say was, your experience with the community?
Um, it started out rough while I was trying to settle in, but then once I settled in, everything smoothed out.
Okay. Where did you start in the community?
I started on the Lockpicking 101 forum,
Okay.
and then I joined their Discord server. And about a month later, I joined the Lockpickers United server.
Okay. So, what happened after you joined the Lockpickers United?
I was invited to join the Australian Pickers server, but I didn't last very long in there.
Okay.
Oh,
So, I want to explore a little bit about. You said you had some ups and downs in the community due to being autistic. Can you talk to that a little bit?
um, well, I was often misinterpreting jokes.
Okay.
I, th- I was thinking that jokes were insults.
Oh, I gotcha. But that's, to be honest, having two sons myself who have autism, that's not unusual for somebody who has autism to do. It's easy to misunderstand some forms of language and some forms of expression. And sometimes you can take things that are meant to be a joke and you can take them personally. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Um, so you said it took you a little while to settle back into LPU, but you had a lot of difficulty because of the being autistic. So, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate, but um, there, just to point out that there's quite a few people out there who are on some range of the autistic spectrum out there who are picking locks. So you're not alone in that one. But so you've been on the LPU server since March of 2023. What would you say about the LPU server?
Um, it's been a very helpful place. And I've learnt lots of different things.
Mm-hmm. Was there anybody in particular that stands out for you that really helped you out? You mentioned like Rain and some other people.
Yeah, Rain, Fire Shaper, Red Wanderer, Peace Weapon. They helped me understand how the server and community worked. And then
Okay.
like Bolt Hammer, Keyless Entry, Frequency, and HV Logic. They were some of the key people that helped me in my journey to green.
Okay. So, what locks would you say you enjoy picking?
Um, um, uh, Lockwood 234s, 334Bs, 245s, and 225s. Um, also locks in the Abus 83 series and just generic Chinese and locks and store brand locks.
Okay, I absolutely love the Abus 83 series. I've been trying to build my own collection of cores to put into the to those padlocks, and making them out of the conversion kits. So definitely with you there on enjoying picking those. So, how did you teach yourself to single pin pick?
Um, I was using some bobby pins and some master locks.
Okay, and what about raking?
Um, that I taught myself with the Lockwood 225s.
Okay, I'll have to give that one a try myself. I don't, not the Lockwoods, but you're talking about these are they wafer locks or?
Yeah, they're wafer locks.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you also tried your hand at impressioning.
I'm still going with that.
Okay, so you're going to work from there a little bit more and try to develop that skill more.
Yeah.
Okay, so at some point you moved from bobby pins as picks and you started making your own picks. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, that was just a temporary solution for while I was um waiting for my the junk Chinese picks to arrive.
Yep. So I would imagine that having gotten the Chinesium picks, that you went to something else after that. What lock picks did you pick up or get to upgrade from that?
Bare bones.
Okay. What is it you like about bare bones? Besides the fact that they're in Australia and it was probably very easy to get them from.
Um, they've outlasted the Chinesium picks
Okay.
already, and
Probably a lot easier to work with too, I would imagine.
yeah, it's easier for me to pick the pins instead of picking the warding.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always helpful. So if you're on LPU, you mentioned about following the whole belt ranking system. What belt are you right now?
um, I'm a green belt.
Okay. How did you get to green belt? So what was your journey like?
I picked master locks for white and yellow, and then Lockwoods for orange and green.
Okay. And you mentioned about taking a break,
Mm,
but you intend on pursuing higher level belts, correct?
yeah.
Okay. So you're working on blue, from what you explained. Um, what so for blue, you're going to be probably doing something in the way of a challenge lock, and I would imagine you've started thinking about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there are lots of people out there in the community who would be more than helpful in helping give you some guidance and ideas. So
Mm.
definitely make sure you reach out to the community for some of that. And not to advertise my own series, but the Challenge Lock Workshop series has a lot of good challenge lock makers that we're interviewing that can probably help you there as well. So what is your favorite thing about locksport?
The feeling that you get when you pick open a lock that you've been working on for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a couple of different YouTube channels. One that you've been running for a long time that has a ton of subscribers, and your newer channel that you have for lockpicking. Um, the lockpicking one, I hope to see more videos from you in the future. But can you talk about your train based one a bit?
Yeah, and it's just trains are just another one of my big interests, and that's where the videos for those get uploaded.
Okay. So what are they about, the videos?
Just the crossings and owls and other things as well.
Okay. What got you interested in trains?
Um, I don't actually can't remember because of how long ago it happened.
Okay, but you mentioned being very into the bells from the railroad crossings and the trains. Okay. Um, so with your lock picking channel that you just got started, what are your what are your plans for that channel going forward? I mean, it's relatively new, so what are you planning on doing with it? Have you thought about that?
I plan to upload like all my lock related videos to it.
Okay. All right. Um, so I want to. So before we wrap up, there's a question I wanted to ask about your initial getting involved in the community, and specifically when you started in the Lockpicking 101 website. What was that like? I mean, what was that experience like? What were you looking for when you went there, and then how was it once you got there for you?
I was just trying to see if there was a see if a lock picking community actually existed.
Yeah. So you were looking for some answers. I'm sure you had questions about picking that you wanted to get answered, but you weren't finding it on your own. Is that
Yeah.
is that correct? Okay. Did you find some of the answers you were looking for?
Yes.
Okay. Is there is there anything you'd like to say to our audience before we wrap up?
Uh,
Well, I want to encourage you to keep working on your lockpicking channel. I did watch the first couple of videos you put up, and I thought they were good videos. I think as you go forward, you'll probably refine your video, you know, approach. And you told a great backstory in your first video, and you went into some detail or went through those locks that you were. It looked like you were just raking them, the warded lockwoods. But you also, in your first video, sat there, picked, and then gutted a lockwood, which was great. So I want to
well,
encourage that you continue to do, videos, definitely.
well, that video of me picking the lockwood, that was actually my green belt submission video with me talking over top of it.
Okay. See, that's great. I think that you do the video editing and produce content. So awesome. All right. Is there anything that you want to say more before I wrap it up?
um,
You don't have to. It's okay. So, if it's all right with you, we'll wrap this one up. I want to thank you for doing the interview, and it was fun working with you to, you know,
yeah,
get all this put together. Um,
uh,
I
I
do want to.
really,
I do want to say this to the community. We have members who have autism, and they're just as valuable as all of us, and they have just as much to contribute as any of us do. Um, Autism comes in many different forms. I would really love to see our community be very compassionate, considerate, and understanding, and embrace all of our community members. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and we'll close this one out. Thank you again. Go ahead.
I've got one more thing I want to say.
Okay.
It's about the autism stuff.
Okay.
that one of the ways that I want them to be more like passionate and embracing about it is actually like thinking twice before banning people from servers.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. That's potentially due to a misunderstanding and
Yeah.
miscommunication. So, all right. With that, we're going to wrap up.
Hmm.
If you are a subscriber, thank you. If you are not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and all, and hit like on the video. And thank you for listening.